Hello Aquarius, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. Extra thanks if you're revisiting my channel. This is your mid-January reading, that is the second half of January 2019. It's a general reading, so it could be about love, career, questions at the forefront of your mind. I hope your year has got off to a great start. Let's see how we're going for the next couple of weeks. Aquarius, you go into the second half of January with a Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords represents sleepless nights, something bugging you, and sometimes you don't quite know what that is that's bugging you. Okay, so it could be, I hope you can't hear that hammering in the background, I'm sorry about that. What's bugging you here, you're not quite sure what it is. It's just something ticking away, some underlying messages you've been giving yourself perhaps, and it's not necessarily a real thing. It's not a real dilemma that you're in. It's not a real set of circumstances that you're worrying about, or perhaps you're just worrying about something which doesn't need to be worried about. Look, I'll try and clarify that later, okay? We'll see how it goes. But it's not feeling like a really negative thing. Okay, in your challenge position, you have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. You might be feeling that you have to defend yourself about something. You might be feeling that you've made a decision, and now it's like there may be other people there, and you're feeling that they're not supporting you. So you might be going out on your own. And this is the challenge in the challenge position. So it's just telling you to stand your ground. But you will need to listen to what people have to say, and sort of be assertive in standing your ground, if you like. And you might even, I'm getting the feeling after a while, whatever this decision that you've made is, perhaps you've put in a new system, or you've hired a new person, or you've maybe taken on some project or job which your heart wasn't really in the first place, but you've got it now and you're trying to make it work. And it's just about bringing some people in with you, okay? And you might be feeling that you need to be defending yourself, but don't defend yourself from a position of weakness. You have the high ground here. See this person here, he has the high ground, and your challenge is to basically maintain that. Okay, so maintain your high ground, stand your ground, okay? Because you whatever it is, whether it's a difference of opinion or whether you've just had to come in and sweep into a brand new system, we might have a look. Okay, your hopes and fears. Okay, you have the Ten of Cups here in the hopes and fears position. So the Ten of Cups talks about abundance, emotional fulfillment. It talks about this happy family here, just like we have the arch sort of rainbow there with the cups, the rainbow cup, I suppose you call it. Arches represent happiness, and they represent completion. They represent getting there, and you've made it, okay? And this is saying that perhaps whatever this situation that you're going through now, it has to do with your emotional fulfillment at the end. So whether it's a goal that you're trying to achieve, or whether it's something you have and you're trying to protect it somehow, that you might be feeling as though that's threatened by something, some outside forces coming in, which you're feeling that they're imposing something on you. Okay, so some person or some situation is imposing something on your family life, your family situation, and you're trying to deal with that somehow. We'll see how that goes. Okay, the best attitude for you to take. This is the Tower card. Okay, so you're being asked to let something fall if it needs to fall. Okay, if it's not built on strong foundations, the universe is coming in and it's made something happen. It's either changed a mindset for you, or it's changed a situation, or something unexpected has just come along and said, right, well, this is it. It can't continue like this, okay? Now, the best attitude is to let that happen, okay? If you try to fight against it, then you'll end up in a cycle of this toxicity or whatever it is, which perhaps is what's been keeping you awake at night. Okay, so whatever's happening here, if a relationship needs to go and you've known it for a while, let it go. It could also be something like the end of your singleness. So if you've been single for a long time and you're trying to hang on to that independence, but your feelings or events are showing you that, look, it's time to move on and perhaps develop something and build something for yourself, which is not just for you. Build something in partnership with someone. So the Tower is saying, let this state of mind go if it's not serving you. If you're in a toxic work situation or a toxic relationship, let it go. Don't try and just keep fixing it and patching it up. Okay, it could be like a car, which is just time to get rid of this old car and get something a bit more modern, or that might land for one of you. Okay, now in the outcome position, you have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so once this Tower comes in, then it looks like the King of Pentacles will start to manifest itself somehow. So the King of Pentacles talks about abundance. Look at this guy, he's made it. He's got everything in, he's made the right decisions in his life. He's just sitting there in all that greenery. He's got the awareness and clear thought behind him with that yellow sky. He's got the pentacle on his lap. He's got this greenery, which is representing just lush abundance. And so that's what's happening here. So if you let this Tower moment happen and stand your ground here, then you're going to have this feeling of abundance. Now, I'll just clarify a couple of these. I'll clarify them as we go around. I'll clarify them using the Hanson Roberts deck here. And we'll just see what's this Nine of Swords about. Okay, so why is the Nine of Swords here keeping Aquarius awake at night? Or it's not so much keeping you awake at night, it's playing on your mind a little. Maybe perhaps a little bit of obsession. Could be a few people involved here. Maybe you've got some choices you need to make. We'll have a look. Okay, you have the Hangman. Okay, so you might be waiting for something, and you're waiting for an idea. So there's a problem you've had, and you know there's a way out. It's like a mathematician trying to find the puzzle or find the solution. That's what I'm feeling there, and you're waiting for this great idea to come along. You're waiting for, and you know it's there, and you're just trying to navigate yourself to it somehow. So the Hanged Man talks about just waiting, but not just waiting idly. It's actually thinking, if you have a look at this person, he's got that light behind his head there. He doesn't look like he's struggling at all. Just waiting for something right to click. Okay, so there's something here which hasn't been clicking for you, and you're feeling like, oh, come on, when are things going to start moving? And so you're waiting either for an idea or perhaps for some other person or entity. Maybe it's an organization to make their decisions so you can move forward somehow. Let's have a look. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is the Seven of Wands here in the challenge position? So why does Aquarius why are they feeling they need to stand their ground? Why is Aquarius feeling the need to stand their ground here in the second half of January? Okay, Page of Pentacles. So there's a new opportunity you're hanging out for. Okay, so you've got perhaps it's a legal case or some opportunity which is coming, and perhaps it's a new business venture that you're thinking about getting into. Perhaps it could be a hobby thing. You could be working from home. It's starting small, but you've got some good ideas for it. But you might be feeling that other people won't be so enthusiastic about your idea. So there might be some family members thinking that maybe they don't appreciate that there might be a drop in income, or you're trying to take the company or the family in a new direction with a new start, and it's not appreciated, or people don't trust you in this. But it's looking like you're trying to get a new business happening, or a new idea for a business, or a new idea, and you're just going to have to persuade people to come for your side. And so you've got here, you've got the seven of, let me just do this, you've got this seven of wands here, and you're trying to make a stand or defend yourself, this great idea that you've got. Okay, that's what it looks like. So it'd be interesting, it'd be great if you could let me know if that's landing for you, Aquarius. Now, so it looks like yes, this is all about your prosperity, your emotional fulfillment. So it's not necessarily about money, this thing. I'm feeling it's more about you finding your way in life and really starting to do something which is more to your emotional fulfillment. Okay. The Tower, what is this Tower moment? Without being too specific, I don't want to clarify these too much because there are a lot of messages coming and I get a lot of stories, and the reading can go on for way too long and might muddy the waters a little for someone who a story is landing. But let's have a look at the Tower. Please clarify the Tower in the best attitude position. What is this that might be finishing? What's finishing for Aquarius? They need to let finish the second half of January. Okay, let's have a look, find out what this is. Why? Please clarify the Tower. And we've got Four of Rods. Okay, so perhaps you've had a break for a while. Okay, you've been Four of Rods, Four of Wands. Okay, this is a great card. Okay, so this is the Four of Wands talks about a great home life. Okay, so there's going to have to be, looks like some conflict here. You're going to have to not sacrifice, but compromise or let something go from the stability that you've got. So it might even be something like leaving. You might have to take a job which is taking you away from home for a while, and that might upset your life. So if you're changing careers, you might have to travel a lot, or it might be like a fly in, fly out kind of a job, and that might upset your family routines a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. So it's some kind of job that you might be taking, which it's going to upset the structure of the home. But at the end of it, it looks like you've got the King of Pentacles here, so it looks like it'll be a well-paid job, or it'll provide some kind of security, and it's looking pretty good financially. So financially, it's looking pretty good. Okay. The downside is that you might just have to sacrifice some real family, that routine that a family gets into. If you have a family, it might just upset the apple cart a bit, and you might have to persuade other people that this will be good in the long run. So it might be like a job, and you're probably talking about just doing it for a year or two for the money, and that'll help set you up for the distant future. And so look, that's what I'm getting there, Aquarius. I'm hoping that's sort of ringing for you. Please let me know in your comments if it is, and I'd love to know the story. If you've liked this video and it's resonated for you, please like and subscribe, and hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.